Good day, everybody. Today's tutorial is about artificial intelligence, how we can embrace AI and use it to produce actionable insights and analytics. Power BI has AI insights. So if you go to your Power Query editor, right at the Home tab, you can see there's the text analytics. It's right in the AI insights option. So I will be sharing some couple of functions that text analytics has in order for us to understand the text that we have in our data. So, for example, I've got just one column of data that I've brought in. It's just a dummy data. So these are reviews from customers that I would like AI to produce a sentiment score for. So I will take you through the sentiment score, what it is, and where is it applicable, what are the benefits of using it, right? Okay, so when you click that text analytics, this is what you see. So this is what you see when you click that text analytics. We've got three functions. We've got detect language, which helps us to detect any language from your text field. We've got extract key phrases. You are able to extract some key phrases from your text field. And we've got score sentiment. So score sentiment is what I will be sharing with you today, right? So what is this score sentiment? Okay, so it is a natural language processing technique used to determine the sentiment or emotional tone expressed in a piece of text, such as a sentence, paragraph, or a document, right? Um, so the goal of this sentiment analysis is to understand and categorize the information within your text field as either positive or negative or neutral sentiment. So we've got a score that AI will compute from your text field, and that score will tell you if you've got a positive sentiment or a negative sentiment out of that text, or just a neutral sentiment. So the score ranges from between 0 and 1. So you will see after computing a score here, it will be like your 0.001 or your zero point 0.9. So if your score is towards 1, for example, zero point 0.9, that's a good score. It tells us that this is a positive sentiment. If your score is towards a 0, then it's more like a neutral or negative sentiment. So if it's far way below 0 towards the negatives, then we know it's a negative sentiment. So what I want to really achieve with this tutorial, so I've got my 20 rows of reviews from different customers rating different services, products, experiences. So this is just my dummy data. So what I want to achieve here, I want to understand the tone of these reviews from different customers, to just understand if they are happy, if they are not happy, if they are just neutral. So that sentiment score will tell me just that. So AI will compute this score sentiment for me, and I will be able to then report on it, right? So I'm going to click that sentiment score sentiment, and then you need to just tick column name, and then if you've got more than one columns that have text in your data set, they all going to show here in this drop down. So for me, for my data, because I just have that one column, so it's just the review column. Okay, so if you click OK, then it computes that score for each review, for each row of text that you have. You'll have a sentiment score. Okay, so please bear in mind it can come as a text format. Please format it correctly as a decimal number, because we want to then report on it, use it on our visuals on the front end. So let's just change the format into a decimal number. Okay. Okay, now that we have the score sentiment computed for each of these reviews, we can then close and apply. We can go to our front end and there we go. So we've got our data set reviews, and we also have that score sentiment, right? So if we then create a table, put in the reviews and the scores, this is what we're having here, guys. Okay, let's try and sort by the sentiment score. So the score ranges from between 0 and 1, and the more it's closer to 1, the better. It shows that there's a good sentiment about that review or that text that you have. And if it's closer to 0, then that's not so good. It's kind of a negative or neutral sentiment. So let's just have a look at the scores that AI computed for us. 0.99 for this product is amazing. I love it. We had a score of 0.99. So you can actually see this is close to a 1, which is a good score. The water room was clean and comfortable, 0.97. This movie is fantastic, a must see, 0.9. And if you go down towards the low scores, you can actually see the last one on 0.01. The service was terrible and I'm very unhappy. I regret buying this item. It's a waste of money. The quality of this product is disappointing. So you can actually see these scores are towards a 0, which is not a good score. So this shows a negative sentiment. So I really like this kind of data, but I want to get a nice visual for it. So this table doesn't give me what I'm actually looking for. So there's one visual that I would like to share with you that will showcase this data nicely and give that insight for business. Okay, so we've got that number line visual. So this let's change that for number line visual. Can you see the transformation, guys? Look at this. This is amazing. This is definitely a storytelling type of visual. So what it so it just showcased all those reviews as per the sentiment scores. You can see on your far right, these are good, positive sentiments scores. Those are scores that are closer to 1, your 0.99, your 0.96. This product is amazing. I love it. This movie is fantastic. A must see. The weather is perfect today for outdoors activities. The hotel room was clean and comfortable. And you can actually see that this visual distributed all these reviews together with the sentiment scores in a very insightful way. We've got all your negative sentiments in one space on your far left, and we've got all the positive sentiments grouped together on your far right, and we've got that neutral one that is showing up there. So this is quite a nice visual. It's easy to interpret, it's easy to understand, um, and it's very insightful. It also shows the number of records, which are a number of reviews that we had in our data, 20 reviews that we had. Yeah, so there you have it, guys. I hope you've learned something today. Let's start utilizing these amazing tools that AI has within Power BI.